We're here to solve this cross the streams puzzle by Prasanna Seshadri called 23. It has only these 2 and 3 clues, and it has some places like this row where you need to shade in 6 cells, but also leave 2 unshaded in the middle. 6 plus 2 is 8, and this grid is 8 by 8, so this is actually a completely specified group. The row just below it with 2 and 3 is going to run into now a 2 by 2 constraint. We can't shade both of these cells, so we couldn't take this cell and shade 2 more, so this is marked off on the left. And on the right, the same thing is true. We can't shade this and take 3 more. So actually, these shadings will have to sit near these green cells with taking a second cell around it. And in the case of the 3, that's fully specified. That puts in the 2 and completes this. Coming to other clues that look interesting, the 2 3s in this column are going to need to take a lot of space. 3 is going to be at the top, another 3 down here. These get marked in. In the next column, we have a 3 that we need to fill in. And notice that we can't take the 3 down here, so this 3 has to extend to what we've already marked in to avoid a 2 by 2 constraint. Coming back then to maybe this first row, we have a group of 2 right at the start, and that's now been marked in. In the second row, we need to place a group of 3, and we can't come across these 2 shaded sections again, so the only place I see to put in 3 cells is across these gaps. That marks that into the grid. We now have blocked off this shaded section, so for connectivity this will have to come in. That finishes the 3. This comes across. This third column has 3 clue groups to place into it. We've got 1 placed and 3 empty cells to place 2 more groups, so those are going to need a shaded cell between them. This now comes in for connectivity. This comes in for connectivity. We need a group of 3 in the bottom. If we shaded the cell, we can't get it in, so we put this in again for connectivity. We need a group of 3 in this column, which we now have. We need a group of 3 in this column, which will require using the group we already have. We can't get any further. We need a group of 3 in this column, and here it actually could be just these 3 cells, but one thing that's true is you can't shade this cell, so we'll mark that off. And that now actually gives us a new region, this sort of ring shape that needs to get connected back to the rest of the grid and has to come down this channel. So we'll ask ourselves where in the 6th column do we get 2 groups together, and that has to be right up top. So that puts in actually this finished 3 shape, closes off the top. We have 3 clue groups to get over on the right side. They're going to need to have at least 1 cell separating. We may or may not take this cell. If we look at the row clues, we need to put in 1 for that. These cells get shaded for connectivity. We need to get a group of size 2 in this row, so we can't take this cell, so we take these for connectivity, no 2 by 2 rule, and connectivity, and we finish the puzzle. So hopefully you got signed from this basic intro from Prasanna. It started from thinking about crowded rows and then shading near those crowded rows, and then eventually laid out to connectivity and filling in enough of these clue shapes using the question marks. So we'll come back to more of these puzzles throughout the week, but we'll hope you learned something through this video, and we'll see you again soon.